Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ryan.
Hi, I'm In, and today we're going to discuss the different diet cultures and different food problems between Taiwan and the US.
Hi, In. I heard that you went to the US this summer. And did you find anything different between Taiwan and US?
Well, I think the most different probably is food.
Food? What's the difference?
Okay, just tell me, what did you eat today?
Okay, today I had my breakfast for omelette and soy milk, and I had my lunch in cafeteria with a bubble tea, and my dinner and my night snack were dumpling and salty fried chicken.
Okay, when I was in the US, my diet is basically like this. For breakfast is sandwich and milk, and for lunch is Subway with soft drinks and maybe some ice cream. And my dinner is usually pizza or hamburger with fries and more soft drink.
Wow, but it sounds not bad. But if I were you, I'm going to get tired of that pretty soon. Because it's very tasty, it's very greasy and very fat. And it should cost you a lot of money, right? And how can you eat that every day whole your summer?
No, I couldn't. So I cooked almost every day. That actually saved me a lot of money. And I think that's way healthier than eating out.
Healthier? What do you mean by healthier? So you mean there are a lot of unhealthy food in America?
Well, okay, from my observation, Americans really eat a lot of frozen food and processed food. Some of my friends ate microwave food every night, but I thought that was too unhealthy. Just imagine how many artificial additives do Americans consume every day. And we haven't even talked about those fast food.
Oh yeah, I have watched the documentary Super Size Me a few years ago, and the producer put himself to an experiment of 30 days McDonald's diet to show Americans the influence of fast food, including obesity, heart problems, depression, and food addiction. It was astonishing. Isn't America learn lesson from that?
Well, another book published last year by Michael Moss, Salt, Sugar, and Fat, How the Food Giants Cooked Us, also talked about the great amount of processed food Americans eat. From the author's estimation, in a year, Americans usually consume double the recommended amount of salt and 35 kilograms of sugar per person, and 11% of the calories come from fat, while the recommended amount should be 7%. And if you want to know how big the food industry is, the author gave us a really shocking number. He says, grocery sales now top $1 trillion a year in the US. Wow.
Wow. No wonder it's not surprising that obesity is one of the most serious issues in America. From the statistics we can find, in the US, 2/3 of adults and 1/3 of kids have obesity problems. And I also heard that food wasting is a huge problem in America. America wastes almost 45% of food every day. And do you also see that in your summer?
Okay, just look at this picture. When I was a housekeeper in the US, that was what we found in checkout rooms every day. Look at those eggs and pizzas and everything. That was unbelievable to me because I'm always taught not to waste food. And you know, it's not just a moral issue, it's also a practical issue. UN has already alerted people that the whole world will face a food shortage in 20 years. So to avoid food wasting and those unhealthy food, I went to Walmart almost every week and buy the right amount of fresh ingredients and cook. And that's when I found how much fun it is to cook.
Wow, but in Taiwan, I never considered about cooking at home. It's very easy to get food from outside, and it's much more cheap than eating at home. And it's tasty, it's cheap, and then it saves my time. You know, I'm too busy to cook. Taiwan is such a food paradise. Why should I even bother cooking?
Okay, I was like that too before this summer. But don't you ever think about we might sacrifice something when winning the convenience and tastiness?
Oh yeah, I have to admit, there have been some severe food problems recently, especially the garden oil and the recycled oil made from restaurant waste. The recycled oil is derived from the sources such as restaurant fryers, sweet grains, grease trap, and slaughterhouse waste. It actually should be used in chemistry or energy industry. It's not for the cooking. But you know, the recycled oil is almost half price of clean oil. So there is great economic incentive to sell it and produce it.
Okay, as far as I know, small restaurants and vendors, they won't get anything if they sell used oils to a government-owned recycle mission. But they will get about $10 per liter if they sell oil to oil refiners. So small restaurants and vendors, they will sell used oils to oil refiners, and oil refiners will sell back the refined oil. And because small restaurants and vendors have a smaller profit margin than big restaurants, so they will make long-term agreements with oil refiners. That way, both sides will get a greater profit.
Yeah, but of course, it's poisonous and illegal. The report showed that long-term consumption can lead to stomach and liver cancer and developmental disabilities in babies and children.
Well, okay, I think now everybody's asking, why do food problems keep happening? I think this question can be traced back to Taiwanese over-reliance on ready-made food, because we consumers always care more about if it's tasty or if it looks good, but we ignore if it's healthy or natural. And we always think, if I can pay little money, why should I pay more? So our reluctance to pay more for better quality actually leads to food producers make food look delicious, but actually it's not. And they will do that with very low cost, and they will do that by any means, even if it is illegal or immoral.
Yeah, so far we can obviously find out that there are totally different diet culture between Taiwan and US, lead to different problems. But do they share the same or common reason and cause, or do they reflect the same problem of modern lifestyle? Most importantly, what is the solution?
Okay, I think both problems reflect that. We modern people always think we're too busy to cook, but are we really that busy? Think about this. Hundreds of years ago, people worked in factories for very long hours, but they still went back home every day and cooked. But now we would rather sacrifice our time on a healthy diet. Is it really worth it? Just like what I said, it exactly gives those food suppliers chances to produce food fast, but immorally.
Yeah, on the other hand, the government should be the critical role to solve the problem. But actually, they don't find any effective solution. Politicians are very influenced by the power of wealthy companies. It's not easy for them to pass the law against interest groups, because companies might give the political parties a lot of money. And another fact is that politicians don't want to upset people. Food problem is highly involved and influence on people's habits. Yeah, so people don't like to be told they are wrong or they are unhealthy.
Well, you're right, but the government should definitely regulate the food industry a lot more, because companies might give the government's money, but we people rely our lives on governments. And also, the government should also encourage people to eat healthily and slowly. And we people should wake up. We should have self-awareness. We're actually not that busy. A healthy life definitely depends on a healthy diet, and that's definitely something we should spend time on. So I think cooking can actually let us know what we eat, and we will care more about what ingredients we buy and where the ingredients come from. So I think everybody should cook more.
Yeah, let's cook from now on, okay?
Okay, thank you for listening.